Cool intro sound.
Oh boy.
Alright, how's it going, guys? AlphaYGO back at again.
Yo,
Guess
what's up, guys?
who we have today?
Yo, watch Invoking, guys.
Alright,
What do we have, sir?
alright, so if you guys don't know, this is my boy Kent,
Yo, what's
aka
up?
Team Invoker. And what'd you do today, bro?
We went X-0 again, I guess, with Mekk-Knight
Again,
Invoke.
eh? Okay.
Again.
Always X-0 with Invoked Mekk-Knight, huh?
Yes, it's my try-hard deck. It's the only try-hard deck I have.
Why Invoked Mekk-Knight over Invoked Shadow, though?
Because this beats Invoked Shadows, because all the Mekk-Knights run over Winda, and
Yeah.
Super Poly breaks the board, basically.
Yeah,
They can
yeah.
take 20 minutes to combo and Super Poly, and you literally banish everything with Elysium.
Yeah, that's true.
And also you get to play hand traps, which Shadow Invoke doesn't have the Releaser to. You also get to play a main deck like back row removal, which again they don't have. I just preferred this over that because of the flexibility with the hand traps and other main deck materials. Because for that one you have to main deck a lot of like Shadows and like Invoke to like combo up. This one you have a lot of space, so I chose this over that.
Alright, nice. So without further ado, let's get right into the profile.
Let's go. I'll do it quick because you already know this is the best card. Searches the fusion spell and you can boost any of the fusion monsters by 1,000 if that matters. So you play 3 is also a 1-card Mikaba if you're forced to go first. And then the Mekk-Knight, this is like weirdly enough smaller than I usually play because this is the quote-unquote hand trap list, so we're only playing these 6. These are like the best ones. This obviously is the best one because it searches any of these and you just basically loop them. And I'm not playing the trap, so I'm only playing this amount of Mekk-Knights. I'm just blindly going second. So and they just give me the link materials that I need, or like if anything, they're big beaters and also outs Winda 2500, 2400.
Nice.
So you just play the minimum amount. That's it for the core monsters. And then the hand trap, I guess you still play this because you are blinding second. The extra card is nice. And this can always be sided out if you're playing against like control decks or like whatever stun deck. So yeah, it helps you dig into these cards here, which are the 2-ups. The reason why you're only playing 2 is because you're already playing this, so chances are you'll draw into this. And these are like cards that are once per turn anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not good to play them at 3 right now, especially when Ash is sub-optimal. And then the 2 Nibiru, also because it's the same reason why you play 2 of this, because you draw into this with this card.
Yeah, that's fair.
And not everything gets hit by Nibiru anyways in this format, so having 2 is nice.
You ever consider maining other hand traps, or does the attribute actually matter? in this?
The attribute is nice. If I was playing in like a big event, I would main Droll. Maybe Crow as well. Because Crow hits spirals and everyone's playing spirals. It also hits Shadow Invoke, which Draw also hits. So if you're playing in like a big event, you should play that over like, let's say Ash and Ogre.
Yeah.
You get to choose.
Yeah, your choices are basically locals
Yeah.
dependent, but your ratios still hold
It's still the
hold the
same,
same
yeah.
principles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then I guess the honorary hand trap. 'Cause this outs another like I guess Winda, some tower monsters. What else?
You can break apart like a spiral
You can
board
break
pretty
them out
well.
the break spiral board. Like even against Guru, you just tribute their Guru. Now their Fiendus is negated,
Yeah.
basically, right? And then the other, because we're going second.
Yeah.
Bankruptops. It's just good if you open it, you're in a good spot because you literally get 2 cards for 1 card. It's 2600 too. So again, outs
Yeah.
Winda.
Your deck just brings out big bodies.
Big bodies to like, yeah.
Just go for game.
And then the field spells, so you play this, so you see Alcer because that's your win condition.
Of course.
This to see this more. And the other field spell in the main, 2 Mystic Mine. This card is really oppressive. You should abuse it while you can. This deck is one of the decks that can abuse it because you can turn this off by just activating this.
Yeah.
I don't play set rotation because I don't play like hyper like aggressive. I'm gonna kill you turn 1 that deck. I mean, there are chances when you can, but you don't want to risk like giving this to your opponent only to get a search with this, and then you can't kill them. All of a sudden, you're under Mystic Mine.
Yeah. And vice versa. If in the mirror match, you don't want to give them a meltdown either, right?
Exactly. And like,
Yeah.
Invoke Shadow, you don't want to give them that.
Yeah.
So you just play those 6. Mystic Mine will carry you. Let's say you're up against a spiral board, you bait everything with like Mind Control or like something. Because mainly you just want to bait either the Sleeper or the Trigate, and then you slap a big fat Mystic Mine.
And then you just bide your time and you find outs.
Yeah, that's mostly how I win. Like if I open like suboptimal or no hand traps, and that's how I buy time against spirals, like whatever combo deck.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
And then for spells. I'm playing 3 because
3 invocation.
Yeah, you can always shuffle the the multiples with Phantasme, or it's just good because if your Alistair gets hand trapped, you just have access to this, and you literally just plus. Or you don't plus, but they neg.
So for the people out there, the reason he's running 3 is basically because of Phantasme, and the people who say I can't afford Phantasme, they're getting reprint anyways, right?
Yeah,
so
and you can play Desires over Phantasme. Either,
yeah.
So either way, you should play 3. I'm a big fan of 3 because if they hand trap you with Alistair and you have nothing else, you really can't play.
Yeah.
You're just stuck there with like a bunch of hand traps and you can't get your engine going.
Would you also say because like now there's 1 card Mecha Buzz that actually seeing Invocation is actually really relevant?
Yeah, and everyone's playing like Invoked Shadal, so even if you don't open Alistair, if you open this, if you have a spare Alistair in the grave or the Link 2, you just fuse with it. So it's good.
Nice.
You should abuse it now because everyone's playing Invoke somehow.
Yeah. Nice.
And then 2 Mind Control because it's that 2.
Great
makes
card,
columns,
yeah.
Great card. Baits negates. And then other 2 Instant Fusion. If we're playing Desires, we should play 3, but we're not playing Desires and we are playing Tenno, so we can always shuffle back.
This is basically like multiple utility.
Yeah,
but
they're
1000 Eyes
basically
is,
Mind Control.
Yeah, 1000 Eyes is basically another Mind Control.
I also play like a different target, which I'll show you later, which is good going first. And even going second, it's actually good. Shout out to the YCS Utrecht, because Millennium Ice. I guess I'm gonna spoil it now. They got abused there, and that's the reason why I'm playing it.
Yeah, it's a really solid card.
Yeah. And then back row removal, Cyclone, because you don't know what you're gonna go against in locals. Like you might play against like full combo or like back row. So game 2 or 3, you side out either the hand traps or like whatever.
Yeah.
So this is flexible because it gets rid of problematic cards. Like what are some good ones right now? Mystic Mind,
Luna Light Tiger is good.
Luna Light Tiger, some Guru back row.
Oh, getting rid of a Spiral Resort altogether is really good.
Yeah, and like if people are playing Order, fun fact, if you're playing against like a set 5 that deck, don't blind this, because let's say you activate Invocation, they chain Order, then you chain this.
Yeah.
So if you do it the other way, like you blindly Cosmic Cyclone and then they chain Order, you lose.
Yeah,
that
you always
game.
want to chain it to a Floodgate or something instead.
Yeah, exactly. So use this wisely,
Yeah,
because
fair
it does
enough.
cost 1,000 life points, but it's really good.
Fair enough.
And then the last cards in the main deck, Super Poly.
Really good this format, huh?
You have multiple amount of targets. It's up to you, whatever you want. But this deck naturally pluses from Super Poly because you have every attribute that you want. And yeah, Elysium is a broken card. It breaks the Invoked Shadal list, Invoked Shadal board easy.
And that's a 40 card list?
That is a 40 card list.
Alright, awesome. And then moving on with the extra deck, right?
Yes, extra deck. Again, the $40 link.
Jeez Louise, man.
Right, and this is for the turn 1 Alistair.
Yeah.
It's also this is also if you need another attribute for this, so
Yeah.
you can search Invocation.
So to explain it to the people there, you can just go normal Alistair, get your Invocation, go into this, go straight into this, and then you just Invocation this away with the Alistair to make Mekaba,
Yeah, and then
right?
you still have 5 cards in hand because you add back the Alistair, so you can either set cards or like keep the hand traps in your hand.
Insane.
And then Link 2 because it's good. It counts as an Alistair in the grave. It searches the Invocation. There's multiple ways to abuse it, so you should play it.
Great plus card.
And then Quarship.
Another great plus card.
Another plus. This basically like this thing's long lost cousin, basically, because they do basically almost the same thing, except this one you use either 1000 Eyes multiple times, or I guess Millennium Eyes too.
Yeah.
So you should play this. It's a good card. This for like generic, like flexible,
good utility.
And with Quarship, you get to get the other monster to summon any of these.
Awesome.
And that's the beauty of this deck, because you get the space for all these flexible cards. Win condition. You should play this. You can win
Just
a lot of games just by this and this, basically. And then that 2 Mikaba, you rarely will ever go to the third one, so you should only play 2 to have more space. If you want, you don't have to play the one, like you don't have to play this, and you can play the third one. But I do suggest only playing 2, because if you're summoning the third one, your chances are it's a grindy game, and you don't want to go to the grind.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
And then instant fusion target, I guess. These 2. You abuse them with Quarship. This is for turn 1, so your Alistair will resolve. so they can't hand trap it. I mean, they can imperm, but that's it, or gamma. And this, because you abuse it with crush heap. It's going second, you suck something, you suck the window, you link away, and then you make crush heap, you fusion summon, you summon this back, you suck another thing.
And it splits up columns for your Mekk-Knights as well,
And
if in other situations, yeah?
Exactly.
Okay.
And it makes Boral Sword easy.
Nice.
And then I guess I forgot to mention the other invoke cards.
So these are the only 3 you're running?
Yeah. This because everyone's playing Appaloosa or like Droll somehow, because you can either super poly this or hard make this. And then Elysium because you want to break boards going second, because you are going second, and it's a pre-card basically with super poly. So yeah, these are like the other invoke cards that you play.
Nice.
And I guess the last card, your own super poly target.
Random super poly target?
You can choose. You can play Starving Venom, you can play Mud Dragon.
Just try to choose the one most generic that your environment.
Yeah, this breaks like the Spiral board if they do that play, and Salads, because Salad can basically outgrind you. So you should play this over that, or Mud Dragon, it's up to you.
Yeah.
And Nibiru token.
Nibiru token, filthy.
Because Nibiru.
And then just a quick rundown on your side deck, right?
Yeah.
Side deck,
preference.
Player's preference always.
Yeah.
Is that the spice race?
The spice?
The spice?
No, not really the spice. I used to play this back in the day when Spiral was a thing, and now it's back. It also works against stun, which we have a lot in locals, oddly enough, and against invoke shadows because you flip the window and you get to do whatever. And then this to like stop Spirals from playing, stop invoke shadows from playing, even the mirror match from playing.
It hits a lot of things in the format right now.
It hits a lot of rogue decks and meta decks.
Yep.
This for like more basically back row hate. You can play Twister over this, but this is more flexible because this also works in other matchup like invoke, Spirals. I guess I'm repeating myself, but those are like the top played deck, right? And yeah, so you should play that. And then for going first options, because game 2 and 3 people are gonna make you go first if you win. And this is literally how I win going first most of the time. 6 cards.
Damn.
So
really heavy on the floodgates, huh?
Yeah, so let's say you have a Mekaba, they go Shadell Fusion, they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna plus, and then you flip this. And all of a sudden, they're all banished.
And this works out for you really well, right? This works out really well for you,
It does, yeah. And this one is summon limit. It's better than there can be only one right now. Literally against combo decks, they can't play under summon limit. Just flip it wisely. It's like even if they, let's say they kaiju you and they normal something, you flip this. Now they, all of a sudden they can't do anything. So yeah, these are the cards that you should play. I guess.
And you definitely you do this in between the point where they would even bother trying making Phoenix, and by the time you flip this up, it's too late for them to make Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane.
And you can also just negate the Phoenix with Mekaba.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I guess if you're like going budget mode, which I guess this deck isn't really budget anymore, you can change this for like Twin Twisters. What are some good ones?
Dark
Rulers, Dark Rulers.
Yeah.
But this is more flexible.
Like sometimes, like if you can't OTK them, you just want to break their board and
then you set up your
so they don't have resources. But then you set up your own stuff.
Yeah, because like if you have 5 cards in hand, if they have 1 card on the field,
chances are you're in a really good you're in a really good spot.
You're in a good spot.
All right.
So yeah, that's it. If you have questions, ask it in the comment. I'll be glad to
guys.
argue.
Make sure to hit this guy up with all your Invoked Mekk-Knight questions because he definitely knows a lot because he's been playing this forever. AKA Team Invoker, right?
Yeah, Team Invoker.
All right. So thank you, Kent, for giving us this profile. And anything you'd like to say, bud?
I don't know. Shout out to everyone here, I guess. YCS McDonald's.
YCS McDonald's. I don't know if I got everyone, but
post locals. We have one other locals. Yeah. Shout out to Untouched and to Alpha, of course.
Yeah. Thanks, bud.
And yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wait, you gotta do that one more time.
Keep invoking, guys.